Hey, how's everybody doing today? It's Eddie Mac here, coming at you guys with a deck profile to one of my all-time favorite decks, one of my favorite classic decks that I played when the originals first came out. It is Battling Boxers. I've had the main core, I don't know how many times. I always seem to pick it up, and I just really love the deck. I played it the first time they came out, which was in Lord Attack Young Galaxy, and I've been playing it, trying to keep it afloat, but wasn't too competitive. But we did get a bunch of new support for it, and I'm really excited for it. I haven't been able to test it out at locals yet, especially because right now there is a menace in the format. But this is my take on it. It is unfinished, let's just say that, for the extra deck, but I love it. I love the deck. I know the basic combos, the basic lines. So this is just a breakdown for you guys to see. Let me know what you guys think about it. Let me know what you guys want to see in the comments. If you want to see me use it in a battle, just let us know. So let's get started, guys. With the new support from Soul Burning Volcano, we did get 3 Battling Boxer promoters. We're playing 3. It's a new card that came out. That's all of the boxers. Well, the ones I play are level 4 Fire Warrior monsters. So promoter, if your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. So instantly help support for your rank 4s. You can tribute this card, special summon up to 2 Battling Boxer monsters with different names from your deck, except Battling Boxer Promoter. You can banish this card from the graveyard, increase or decrease the level of all Battling Boxers you currently control by 1. You can only use the effect of Promoter once per turn. You cannot special summon monsters during the turn you activate this as effect, except for Battling Boxer monsters. So it locks you into Battling Boxers, basically. So, Rescue Rabbit. Thank you. Sorry, just remembering. This is basically their Rescue Rabbit. Doesn't bring out 2 vanillas, but it does bring out 2 Battling Boxer monsters. After that, we are playing 3 of the new card that also came out, Battling Boxer Uppercutter. Uppercutter is if this card is normal or special summoned, so even with Promoter's effect, you can add a Battling Boxer monster or 1 counter trap card from the deck to your hand, except Uppercutter. If this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can activate one of these effects. Special summon a Battling Boxer monster from the graveyard, except Uppercutter, or set 1 counter trap card from your graveyard to your field. So if you use them as a material and you hold on to it after you use your counter trap card, you can then set your trap card back again onto the field, and you have another counter trap. Or again, it's really strong. By also just special summoning a Battling Boxer from the graveyard. So it just helps you cycle and recycle and go through your combo lines a lot faster and a lot better. We are also playing 3 of the new guy, Battling Boxer Chief Second. His effect is during the main phase, you can normal summon another Battling Boxer monster in addition to your normal summoner set. You can only gain this effect once per turn, so it lets you normal summon again. So let's say you bring him out with Promoter, and you have a Battling Boxer monster in your hand. You can then special summon that Battling Boxer monster and continue XYZing as you are locked into Battling Boxers. This is also, in a sense, a small hand trap. When an opponent monster declares an attack while you control a warrior or fire monster. So, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, negate the attack, then banish 1 monster on the field until the end phase. You can only use the effect of Chief Second once per turn. Again, he's also a hand trap in a sense, so where if they attack you and you control either a Battling Boxer or a fire monster, special summon it, negate it, and you can even then banish something. 3 of one of the best cards that was extremely underrated when it first came out, Battling Boxer Spar. If you control a Battling Boxer monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. If you do, you cannot conduct your battle phase for the rest of this turn. This card's really good because you could do it your main phase 1, you could search it out, and then just special summon, If you have all three, you can special summon all three. Another thing with this one is you could special summon him after you've conducted your battle phase, because it doesn't let you conduct your battle phase anymore. It's one of those old school cards, but you want to play 3 of. And then I am only playing 1 of. It is 1 of Switch Hitter, one of the originals. I used to play 3 of, but it's now cut down to 1. And it's when this card is summoned, you can special summon a battling boxer monster from the graveyard to the field. So it's recursion, lets you special summon from the graveyard. And if you have promoter, again, you could summon this, summon promoter, sack promoter, summon 2, and you just continually go off in XYZ summoning. You're playing 1 of the battling boxer Glassjaw. Funny, when this card is attacked, it destroys itself. So it can land a 2k punch, but it can't take anything back. Also, when this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can add, you can put a battling, add target to your hand. So if it's sent to the graveyard, you can add a battling boxer monster in the graveyard, accept himself, and add it back to your hand. So let's say you already have promoters engraved, you have this. If you use it as a material for one of your battling boxer monster effects, you can then add promoter back and have follow-up plays. So it's a really good card. I used to play it as a 3 of. I'm glad it's still in the deck. I do play 1 battling boxer Shadow. During the main phase, you can detach 1 XZ material from a battling boxer XYZ monster you control. And if you do special summon this card, you can only do his effect once per turn. So basically, lets you detach from your XYZ monsters to special summon them and just continue playing. Also, again, Uppercutter and Glassjaw would trigger because they are being sent to the graveyard by a monster effect. Now onto the hand trap suite. We are playing 3 of Ghost Ash. We're playing 2 of Effect Veiler. This format, I like the 2 of Droll and Lockbird. And of course, 2 of the Space Rock. It's just really good hand traps, something generic that's helpful throughout most of the decks. Then we are playing 1 of Reinforcement of the Army. We are playing 1 of Snatch Steal. In case you have a rank 4 or a level 4 monster, you could take it. We're playing Called by the Grave. You don't want to see their hands from the... You don't want to see their... you want to stop their hand traps as well. Jesus. We're playing 1 of Battling Boxing Experience. Send the top card of your deck to the graveyard, and then target 1 Battling Boxer monster in your graveyard and special summon it. In defense position, and you can only use this card once per turn. A lot of people don't play it. I like it only for the fact that, let's say you have your promoter in graveyard and that's the only thing you have. Use this, send something from the top of the deck. Let's say you send something a bit better. Let's say you send a Switch Hitter, which is a bit more useful for you. Then you could just add the Switch Hitter. The only thing that matters is that you have a Battling Boxer monster effect after you do your mill. We are playing just 1 of the Ring Announcer. This card is always treated as a Battling Boxing card. Special summon 1 Battling Boxer monster from your hand, then you can destroy spell and trap cards on the field up to the number of XYZ monsters you currently control. So it's basically a spell and trap hitter. And sometimes you do have between 2 and 3 Battling Boxer XYZs up on the field. So it's very useful. More budget or on theme Harpy's Feather Duster. We're playing 3 Pot of Prosperities. You want to dig, you want to get into your promoter, you want to get into your uppercutters. So it's always good to have some draw power as well. And then not only do you want to stop their opponent, but you don't want to get stopped. So you're also playing 3 of Cross-Out Designators. It's a good card. I don't know what else to say. It's a good counter. Speaking of counters, we're playing one of Flanville Counter, which is a counter trap card, as needed by Uppercutter, and one of Battling Boxing Cross Counter. So this is your spell and trap negate, and this is your monster effect negate. Flanville Counter, when a spell or trap card is activated, banish a fire monster with 200 defense from your graveyard and negate the activation and destroy it. Cross Counter, when your opponent activates a monster effect, destroy a Battling Boxer or number XYZ monster you control, and if you do, negate the activation. And if you do that, destroy that monster, then you can play the following effect. So if you manage to destroy the monster, special summon one Battling Boxer XYZ monster from the extra deck with a different name than the first monster, and if you do, attach this card as a material. Very useful. I'll show you why in the extra deck. But also, monster negate. And then lastly, you are playing the last hand trap, which is the 3 of Infinite Impermanence. It's a good card. Locks your opponent. The extra deck again is a little bit unfinished, but we are playing 3 of the Battling Boxing King Dempsey. It saw a lot of play with the Infernobles when they were out. 2 level 4 monsters. If this card is special summoned, you can add a level 4 or lower fire monster or a Battling Boxing spell or trap from your deck and either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. Quick effect. You can detach one material from this card if you do apply the following effect. Your opponent cannot target Battling Boxer monsters you control with effects for this turn. So it helps protect your board, and then also lets you either add or send something to the graveyard. And again, since it lets you get a Battling Boxer spell or trap, you can add a cross counter, you can add the Ring Announcer because it always counts as a Battling Boxing spell. Spirits. There's a lot of searching you could do. This is one of the newer cards as well. Me personally, at the moment, I'm playing 3 Battling Boxer lead yokes. So it needs 2 level 4 Battling Boxer monsters. If a Boxer monster you control would be destroyed, you can detach a material from this card, and then this card gains 800 attack. 22 beater, but if they were to destroy it or any other Battling Boxer monster on the field, you could then detach a material, save itself or it, and it becomes a 3k. Then you can do it again next turn. If they try to do it, it becomes a 38. So then, worst comes to worst, you could summon this with cross counter, and if they were to destroy it, makes it a 3k body. A lot of people don't like it, but I do. I do play number 79, Battling Boxer Nova Kaiser. It just needs 2 level 4 monsters, but once per turn you can attach a Battling Boxer card from your hand or field, or from your hand or graveyard to it as a material, and this card gains 100 attack for every material attached to it. So you can make it pretty big if they don't do anything to it. But also why I like it is because if it were to be destroyed by a card effect, you can then special summon monsters from the graveyard up to the number of materials it had. So let's say they get rid of it with a Raigeki or something, you can then, if it had 3 materials, special summon 3. If it had 4 materials, special summon 4. If it only had the 2, special summon 2. We are playing just one of the number 105, Battling Boxer Star Cestus. During either player's battle step, if a Battling Boxer monster you control battles an opponent's monster, you can detach one XYZ material from this card and negate the effect of the opponent's monster until the end of the turn. That monster you control cannot be destroyed by battle. Also, your opponent takes any battle damage. And this one's a bit more trickier because it does need 3 level 4 Battling Boxer monsters. I used to not play it, so that's why I was a little shocked by it. But it's also really good for defense. And then we are playing one Terribly Tired Tapir, Babushka. Sometimes you just want to go into it and set up for your plays for next turn. Abyss Dweller, you want to hit something, stuff in your graveyard. We are also playing one number C79, Battling Boxer General Kaiser. You could bring it out with Promoter or the Cross Counter, I believe, if I'm correct. 3 level 5 monsters, and it gains 200 attack for each material attached to it. This is one of the newer ones because we didn't have this C monster. Once per turn, when an attack is declared involving a Battling Boxer monster and an opponent's monster, you can send a Battling Boxer monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard, and if you do, attach that monster to this card as material. So it steals your monster. It steals any monsters it's battling by just sending something to the graveyard. Again, this is why it's a little bit unfinished. I am playing 2 of Hida, the Fire Charmer. So sorry. Let's say you manage to not get locked into Battling Boxers, you could summon this, then bring back a fire monster. That's very prevalent in this format right now. And then, yeah, it's really good. It's just something I'm playing for now. And also a Drill Driver Vespinato. Let's say for some reason you're stuck with XYZ monsters or level rank 4s that you can't do anything with, you just overlay into Vespinato. These 3 are the flexible cards. So yeah guys, that's it for now. This has been Teddy with one of my all-time favorite deck profiles. You could ask any of my friends, they know. I love this deck. I've been waiting for more support. It is Battling Boxers. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you want to see gameplay, if you want to see a bit more of an updated version. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.